said I'd do it, so we're going to review. Shouldn't do that. Studio Series 86 Arcee. It's got rolly wheels that, I mean, maybe just go past these giant lumps underneath. That's a bit... Sure. She looks like that. And this is Arcee. Pink futuristic-y two-seat sports car with a little blur thing on the back. This must have just been all the range, because like Springer had the two on the back of his car mode, Blur had them. Yeah, she's got it. But she looks right. She's got the nice shape of the front, you know. It does work quite well. Not painted brake lights though, so I've got negative points there. I don't know. She looks alright. I actually did find my Kingdom figure, so I can actually do the figures I've got of this character. So there's Studio Series 86 at the front here. Alright, bingo bango. Let's bring this down a little bit. There we go. And I found my Kingdom figure. Whoa, dropping it. And there she is. Oh, bless. That's really unfortunate. I mean, look at it. Arcee, shapely, weird angles, you know, cutesy, kind of sporty, kind of, you know, American speed fast thing, you know. Kingdom, it's a block. It's a carved piece of cheese. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Look at them side by side. Look at this. It's like Arcee's dumpy little sister or something that's never quite as attractive. Oh, bless. I feel sorry for it. Why is it dirty? It wasn't boxed up for that long. Why is it dirty? Whatever, I'll sort it at some point. Oh, that's dirty. Whatever. And it's got these stupid ports for the what's called the blast effects. Ugh. I don't know. I was quite happy with this figure until I got this, and now I'm like, this is so much better. But then you think, this has inspiration. Now, I didn't have the Thrilling 30s version. Was it Generations Thrilling 30s, something like that? I never had that version. But I did get an oversized KO. How oversized? Well, it's... To be honest with you, I put it with my Masterpiece Hot Rod. That's how big it is, and yes, it's got a little bit of die-cast. So, you know. So, let's put them side by side, and... At least the front section is just a straight rip-off. Like the front section here, all this is just a straight rip-off. The back piece is retooled, but effectively the same thing, this middle piece. Although this is more angular, that's rounded. But this back section transforms differently. And this has got the swords plugged into the side. And I've put these also got low labels on. But yeah, they are the same thing. So there are my three Girl Cs in their vehicle modes. And here is Studio Series Blur. So we can have the size comparison there. What's this one out of the way for a minute? See? Pointy thing. Look. Ooh, they're fast. So they're both open seats, although I haven't got his chair out. Look at that. How stupid I am. I never understood why he had an open canopy. I'm pretty sure he never did in any other variant, but now all of a sudden they're all open cap. That's my pet peeve. Look, there they go. So I suppose I should take these out of the way. And then we can get ready to transform her, shall we? Actually, before I do, I just wanted to look at, because I'm going to transform her anyway, and I've already reviewed both these figures. So, this is how the Kingdom Arcee transforms. Yeah, I don't know if her arms are supposed to be up there, but they fit down the back here, so it doesn't matter. But the legs are basically turned, like, almost all the way around and tucked up like that. That's not great. The Generations version just had them on these weird hinges, so they sort of expanded out to the side and then just slid up into the sides. Okay, fine. The Studio Series 86, which is more similar to this figure, they sort of turn the waist round and then sort of and plug into the middle there. So it's very much more this figure, but there are differences. Okay, I just wanted to make sure people knew that, because this, bless her, she gets tortured. She really does. It's quite unfair. Okay, so we need to come underneath. Okay, and again, the legs on the Generations version become basically these wheel arches, and they go down filling this gap. Whereas because these are inside, which is the best design, don't get me wrong, you end up with these panels. You know, this with this piece which is attached to it and hinges inside. And this is, it's not the same piece, but it is based more off the Kingdom version. So it's definitely got pieces from both, but it's more the Generations one, if anything. So we're going to take the weapon out, which stores the handle, goes into this sort of slot in there, very much like the Generations version. Should we look at our weapon? It's kind of like a pistol, but it's basically the Generations gun. Okay, we're going to unplug the legs. There we go. Got these big tabs. We're going to slot there. Come on, there we go. I'm going to bring this all out, rotate the legs that way, so the tabs are on the outside, and now we can turn the waist around. There, she's done. What do you think? Alright, fine. Okay. When you get the arms, and they just tuck into this little gap here. See in there? We're going to get those out. Get those out. Okay. We're going to wiggle this all loose. Get it all sort of like this. And this is where it gets a bit funky, because we need to rotate this piece. There we go. This pink piece and this with the white are two separate pieces. We need to separate this, get past the arms, rotate it to about there, and you have to do this in a sort of sequence. So we're going to fold this back piece with the what would be the brake lights, fold that underneath. Now I'm going to fold one of these, doesn't matter which one, bring it forward a bit, fold it all up flat. Okay, do the same there, get that, bring this around, fold it up flat, bring it over the top, and now we can flatten these there, which is very much like the Kingdom version. And now we can bring this over the top. We can bring it over the top, but we need to get the head first. So we need to get this middle piece, and you just get both fingers and your thumbs like this, and just push. Get the arms out of the way. Get this out. Bring the head through. Now we can drop this down, and these grooves go into where the shoulders are. Drop onto there. That goes onto the body. Then the head will drop in and sort of lock into place to hold the body. And then this all just sort of double hinges and folds up and concertinas and ends up like that. Then you sort the arms out. There she is in a robot mode. And I need to pan this camera up a little bit. There we go. It's actually very well done. It is very well done, and she looks good. She does. She looks great. You know, she's quite thin. She looks quite accurate. But then, at least from this angle, don't they all? You know, it's more when you turn to the side and you're like, it's flat. But still quite a backpack, all the way down past her bum to like nearly her knees. It is still a sizable backpack. It's not exactly small. You know. It's still there. And her face is something about her face that I'm not keen on. I don't know if it's the weird little painted on smile, or if her eyes are a little bit too blue. There's something I'm not keen on with her face. I also think the ball joint is a little bit far back, so her head's sticking like really weird angle. Is that just me? That could just be me being petty. It is. It probably is. She does actually have ankle tilt, which I'm really impressed with. That much bend. Arms will bend all up like that, so she can be all like, shock. You know, ball joint, swivel, you know, all that good stuff. Nothing in the wrist. Don't care. Swivel above the knee, universal joint. This one's a little tight. It's fine, but it's a little tighter than I would have liked. Tried to oil, didn't seem to work. But then we get, say, the Kingdom version. And they are very similar. They're the same character. This is a much more vibrant pink, you know. This is much more of a pastel kind of thing. So there's differences there. This one's got more details on the legs and stuff like that. And Bit more paint, I would assume. Pink feet instead of silver. Did she have silver shoes? I don't know. And the face, yeah, I don't know if it's the lipstick. I don't know if that, because like I prefer this face. And the head isn't set so far back on the ball joint. Look at that. That's probably just a me thing. And again, you can go, oh yeah, but her backpack's much worse. Okay, but you realise that this, you can, using a little switch, take off. And you can use it as an accessory if you like. Then she ends up with that backpack, which is way smaller. I've heard people say, oh, you can take this backpack off. You just need to knock out a pin. I'm not knocking out pins, I'm sorry. No, not doing that. But then again, we can also bring in the Thrilling 30s one. And she's got light piping, so she kind of wins on that front. But then she's also got the weird lipstick. But this is a KO, so the colours might not be 100%. So I'm not gonna judge her on that. Where you stand. This isn't strictly the best base for these figures, but whatever. And, you know, I'll bring this up a bit more. There we go. I do think this is makes, especially with the body transformation and everything else, is way more on this. It is simply a better, like, not better, but an updated version of this. Her gun here is exactly the same as the Generations gun there. Pretty much. Except this has got a little trigger thing that did and blah blah blah. Okay. Stay. You can put that in a hand or into, well, you can use the flat tabs to go into the round holes on her leg. Doesn't work as well, it's a bit glaring because that's the only storage as far as I know she's got without just ramming it in somewhere and hoping it stays. Whereas Kingdoms, I know she's got a fiddly little pop gun, but it does hide quite nicely. And you don't see it that well. You know, there's that. This has got a big backpack, but, you know, this is like first try. I'm not going to try and hold that against them. Die-cast thighs. I don't know if these weapons were with the original, if they're like expansion add-on pack or something. I don't know. I suppose I should bring this back in for a bit of fairness. Yeah, there you go. You got your little surfboard. There you go. I don't know. I was perfectly happy with the Kingdom version. I was very happy with it. I was quite happy with that. I saw this and I was like, no, there's no real difference. It doesn't matter. I don't need it. I should swap these around. Actually, it's her review. I was like, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And now I've got her and I'm like, yeah, she kind of looks better. I liked the Kingdom version, don't get me wrong. I don't want to get rid of the Kingdom version. I'm going to keep all three. It's hoarding. But I like the, apart from anything, look at the Kingdom one with its double knees and stuff. Like, come on. Little in and out wrist articulation. Come on. Yeah, it's a good figure. It is. I suppose it's just if the vehicle mode's a deal breaker for you. I should bring in the size comparison that I usually do. There's a Speedier Blur. So she's a deluxe, but she's quite small deluxe. So that's what I've got for you, boys and girls. And is she better? Probably. Is she the best Arcee? Probably. Would it kill you to have the Kingdom version or whatever other version that's exactly the same mold as her instead of her? Probably not. Are there faults with her? Yes. Like I say, this weird quagmire goo neck really bothers me. I don't think I've transformed it wrong. There doesn't seem to be any kind of hinge. It's just the ball joint's set way back. Anyway, I've been talking far too long about these figures and I need to finish my drink. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you. Oh, come on, man. I'll see all of you in the next one. Hopefully when this goes up, I'm going to be at a 12-year-old's birthday party that's going to be taken over by Portugal playing France because my fiance's family are from Portugal. So hopefully they won and everyone's in a good mood. Otherwise, I just put F in the chat if France win. Yeah. Bye bye.